Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving, or just eat a turkey. I had to get on the bandwagon. Smoked turkey, it's gonna have to come. But as you can see, got my Christmas jumper on, got my little Christmas tree, my holly out, my little snowman helper. The barbecue shack is going into a Christmas mode. So we're going to start off with a 4.5 kilo bronze free range turkey. It was frozen. I've had it in the fridge for 3 days, defrosting nice and slow, and then I did brine the turkey for 12 hours. Took it out the brine this morning, sat it on a rack, left it in the fridge for at least 6 hours to let that skin dry back up. Let's just cut to me brining now. See you guys in a minute. Morning, big lads. Right, we've got 5 litres of water just coming up to a simmer on our Kamado grill. I love this little grill. Into that we're going to make our brine. So I have, disaster already. 5 of these little pots of stock pot to make this into a stock. So we'll pop them in. Hold on. Super speed. This is going to make a nice base for our brine. Into the trusty bin. Spoon. And they'll start to dissolve in that 5 litres of water. So while they're doing that, we'll also add an onion. 1 onion. And we'll probably cut it into 8, just to make sure. Not bothered about the skin stopping on. And I'm going to drop that in. Make a real nice stock pot. Oops a daisy. Into that, a couple of sprigs of thyme and a couple of sprigs of rosemary. This is going to be a real aromatic pot. I missed. Right, we'll save them back. They're going to go in the cavity of our turkey. Right. Couple of cloves of garlic. Squidge, making a right mess. Just bash them to release some of the. Oh, I'll tidy it up in a minute. Oh dear, it makes a mess. We really need to invent smell-o-vision. I'll clean the board up in a minute. Right, couple of bay leaves. I'm going to really work with them aromatic flavours at Christmas. Some allspice berries. I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 allspice berries. These are things that you should have in at Christmas anyway. 1 cinnamon stick. Broken in the pot. A slack handful of peppercorns. 1 star anise. You can really smell Christmas coming now. Now to make it a brine, we obviously need the salt. So we're going to put 3/4 cup of rock salt. And the reason I've got the water simmering away here on the barbecue is that we're going to dissolve the salt, and we're also going to sort of bring all them flavours together in the brine. So that's 1/2 cup. and a quarter cup, making 3/4 of a cup of rock salt. To balance out some of that salt, I'm going to put in half a cup of demerara sugar, just to make this a real nice sweet brine. And then my final flavouration, 1/4 of a cup of Leon Perrins. Oh no, it's not Leon Perrins, this is Henderson's Worcestershire sauce. Right, we're going to simmer that for maybe 10 minutes, and then I want to remove it from the heat and let it cool on the board. So I'll see you guys when it's time to get the turkey added into there. The brine cooled, it took just over an hour to cool. We've dropped that into our cooler box, and I've put a full bag of ice in there so that it keeps it nice and cold. You do not want that warm at all. Taking our nice free range bronze turkey out of the packaging, and I've removed the giblets, the neck and the heart and bits and pieces. I'm going to leave it to trust up at the moment, and we're going to take that now and we're going to place that down in our brining bucket. We're going to try and fill that cavity up, put the breast side down so that it keeps the turkey nice and submerged. And I've even put a couple of ice packs in just to weigh that turkey down. We'll get our lid, and I'm going to put that in our fridge now and brine it overnight. Back to you lads in the morning. Right, now you've seen it brined, we're going to take her off the rack. I'm just going to take the, I can't think of the word, the elastic string off, and we're just going to look at trimming it up. Got a bit of saggy skin here at the front. I'm just going to take that off. Don't want it hanging down and burning. I'll put that back in my tray and take this parson's nose off the back end, and we'll leave that ready to go. So one turkey, lift it back on the board a second. I'm going to fill the cavity with an onion. So 1/4 onion. Pop that into the cavity. That's just going to provide some steam in there. It's also going to just give it a bit of mass to help it cook. I'm going to take 1 sprig of rosemary and just a couple of sprigs of thyme, and we're going to pop them again into, it looks pretty if it sticks out, into the cavity. So right, before we truss our turkey back up, I want to get some butter and I want to make a rub. So first thing with a rub, I'm going to go equal parts salt, pepper, and poultry's best friend, sage. I've gone for 1 tablespoon of each. I just love salt and pepper. I want to keep it nice and simple if I can with this one. I want to let the smoke do a lot of the work. So salt, pepper and smoke really is the main ingredient. But that sage is just going to be a nice poultry sort of kiss, help along. Got some fat to add in a minute. I got my little teaspoon. I'm going to take my butter, unsalted because the turkey has been brined, And we're going to add salt on the top, so I don't want to be adding too much salt. And I want to get my butter into a bowl, and I just want to squidge that, make it just a little bit soft to try and get in. It's cold out here tonight, so I'm so glad I've got my Christmas jumper on. Right, it's about half a pack of butter, so 125 grams. We're going to get the turkey, I nearly called it a chicken, and at the back of the cavity, just between the breast and the skin, we're going to try and shove our finger in, and with that make a pocket. And with that pocket, you guessed it, that butter's going in. If you want to make it pocket even sort of deeper, get your spoon, with the back of your spoon, you can just work that in. Try and be careful, you don't want to burst that skin, but let's get our butter onto our teaspoon. We're going to get that in to our pockets, and then we're going to pull it off and we're going to squidge. Why are we adding butter when we've brined it? Because we want this turkey to be the juiciest, most succulent turkey you've ever had. So get that in here. It's so much easier when it's not cold. It's absolutely brass monkeys out here. Right, there we go. And I really want to work that down into that breast. Get some, oh, that's too much. Ooh, it's coming off my spoon. In she goes. And there. Let's go for the other side. I'm giving up on the spoon. I'm going to use my fingers. Yes, that worked. Oh, you can see the lump. I don't want to damage that skin if I can help it. Right, get that butter. One more piece under there. I'm making a mess tonight. It's Christmas. Who cares? It'll soon be Christmas anyway. What are you all getting me for Christmas anyway? Leave your comments down below. And if you're not going to get me out, what do you want me to get you for Christmas? Right. I don't get any more butter in between that breast meat, but I am going to just take some and shove it up in the neck cavity, and we'll tuck that in, and we'll get that last little bit and we'll put it down in with them onions. I'm making a real royal mess here. Now let's truss the bird back up, take our string, nipping in them wings, giving a twist and tucking them legs in. Again, it always looks so much easier when you're not doing it on camera. Now I'm doing it on camera and making it look hard work. There we go. By stringing it in, I've managed to pull them wings in, pull them legs in, keeping it nice and well shaped. Now, although we've got that fat down in the breast, we now need a little bit on the top to get that rub to stick. So we're just going to on here, and we're going to work that in. That's going to help brown the skin. Lovely smoked turkey. I'm so excited. Get me rub, and we're just going to sprinkle, get some down in that cavity. Some of the rub, I probably won't use it all, but just get a nice coating on it. Put some down on these legs. looking fan-dabby dosey. Right, gonna let that hang out on the board. I'm gonna fire the Fornetto up. Check out a link, I think it goes that side. If you want to have a look at how I fire the Fornetto up, watch that. Back in a minute, guys. Right, Fornetto's up to temp. We're on 120 degrees Celsius, 250 degrees Fahrenheit. And I've got myself a nice split of oak. And I'm going to put that straight in onto the fire. Beautiful. We're going to open up our smoker. Now, I learnt from my beer can chicken, these lids have a sort of meat hanger in them, and I've taken it out so it doesn't foul with the turkey, and I've also set it down on the lower tabs. Now, one of the other things to consider in these smokers, yes, you get that circulated heat, but the side away from the air vent is always warmest and slightly cooler near the air vent. So we are going to look at rotating the turkey throughout the cook. But to start with, I do the turkey with the breast facing away from the hole. We're going to pop that lid on. And you can already see that oak smoke is starting to roll. Now we're going to smoke that for at least an hour now before I open the lid, and then I'm going to make a little bit of a butter glaze, and we'll see how she's going in an hour. See, put my teeth back in. I'm just so excited about turkey. See you guys in an hour. If you're enjoying the video, smash that subscribe button, give us a big thumbs up. Cheers. The turkey's been rocking for just over an hour now. I did check it about 15 minutes ago. I couldn't help myself, I had to have a look. And what I've also done is just popped a probe into the turkey, because I don't want to overcook this turkey. I want it nice and juicy. And we're going to take it up to 70 degrees Celsius, about 160 degrees Fahrenheit before we pull it. So I don't want to overcook it, and I'm going to monitor it. After an hour, in about a thick part of the breast, the turkey's reading about 52 degrees C. That is looking absolutely amazing. Stunning looking bird. So we're an hour in, and like I said, we're going to butter baste this. Now I'm going to try and not lose any of the seasonings, so I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to drizzle some butter over the top, some down in that cavity, and that's just going to keep it obviously nice and golden. It looks absolutely fantastic. Right, we'll do one more basting in a minute. Now, like I said to you earlier, we want to rotate the turkey, but rather than touching it and making a mess, we're going to rotate the lid. So we've now put the hot spot on this side, and we're going to let it rock for maybe up to another hour. We'll just keep monitoring it. I'll keep an eye on my temps, and we'll see when it's time for pulling. Just getting to the 2 hour mark, so let's open her up and have a look. She's looking absolutely stunning. Just use my trusty tea towel just to give that a quick turn just so you can see. It looks beautiful and golden. Now we're just going to give it one last baste. We're sitting currently at 62 degrees Celsius, so we're 8 degrees off. So hopefully it won't take us much longer. The smells coming out of this are just fantastic. Get that one last butter basting in. We'll flip the vent over to this side now, and we'll keep her rocking now. Keep watching them temperatures. Hopefully another 20-30 minutes and she'll be ready for taking out. It's time to pull the turkey off. Let's open up. Ooh. Pull out that temperature probe. Try and get it out without it's super hot, super juicy. Wow! Oh, made a mess of that. How good does that look? Took out Buster's little Parson's nose treat. It's a beautiful crust. That skin looks absolutely amazing. It smells absolutely divine. Now, like with any meat, we need to sort of rest it for 10 minutes. And we're going to let all them juices run back into the meat. But you can sort of see that's picked up such a beautiful colour. Oh, you can smell the smoke. I don't really want to tent it with tin foil, but it's cold out here tonight. So I am going to just give it a little tent, just loose. I don't want to soggy that skin up if I can help it, but I don't want to also let it get cool down too quickly. I'm going to take a tea towel, just going to cover her up. I'm just going to leave her for 10 minutes while I go get the rest of the side dishes ready. Right, let's give it a slice. Cut that breast straight into that breast. I'm going to cut just underneath the wing. Oh, absolutely juicy as can be. Them juices are running. And I'm going to cut some slices. Again, all them juices running out. Absolutely dripping. You can really taste the seasoning, that brine. That is super juicy, super tasty smoked Christmas turkey. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you have, don't forget, give us a thumbs up. Try and hit that subscribe button if you can. It helps the channel. If there's any comments you'd like, leave them down below. See you guys in the next cook.